Thousands demonstrate against far right across France.
Here's a summary of the article.
Thousands of people gathered in several cities across France on Monday, June 10, in the evening, following the far-right Rassemblement National surge at the polls in the European elections and French President Emmanuel Macron's announcement of a dissolution of the Assemblée Nationale. Alba Boero, 19, an arts student, was taking part in her first political demonstration, having voted on Sunday for the first time, saying she's ready to come and demonstrate as much as we need to. We've come to mobilize against fascism, and because we're fed up with this image that France votes right or far right. The left also exists. It's in the streets tonight, said Luna, 19. Manon Aubry, the radical left party La France Insoumise's lead candidate in the European elections, was also present. In Marseille, France's second-largest city, which put the RN list in the lead in Sunday's European elections, some 2,200 people had gathered, according to police, in front of the regional police prefecture. The far right in power won't let it go. Let's fight it now, and Popular Front, all united, proclaimed hastily constructed placards. Maël, a 19-year-old student, said he didn't want to live in a France governed by the RN, recalling that it wouldn't be the first time in history that fascism has come to power through the ballot box. The far right has inoculated all ranks from the Assemblée Nationale to the Macronie. Let's not let them. Radical left La France Insoumise MP Emmanuel Fernandez shouted into the microphone.
This post received a score of 6,300, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Probably should have just voted instead.
People did. Just because they protest doesn't mean they are the majority.
52% turnout isn't stellar.
I have to agree. There seem to be a lot of people complaining online about things but not bothering to vote. This is across numerous countries. It happened with Brexit. The far right will always turn up to vote. You can be certain that the right will always turn up to vote even if they don't like the candidate. The left needs to feel inspired. Then this happens and they protest. Your protests accomplish nothing. Voting works.
Seeing way too much. If I don't vote, then I'm not responsible for what happens on the internet. Apathy is the enemy, greater than seeing way too much. If I don't vote, then I'm not responsible for what happens on the internet. It's a form of the trolley problem, I think.
Essentially, yeah. One response to the trolley problem is that I am responsible for the consequences if and only if I take conscious action. An opposing point of view is that you can't distinguish between choosing to not switch tracks and choosing not to consciously act. These are prominent, equally valid but conflicting schools of thought that are responsible for a lot of political turmoil right now.
Choosing not to do anything is still a choice, and choices have consequences.
If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice.
I mean, I doubt waving Palestine flags is going to change the mind of those who voted far right, or would they prefer less democratic elections?
I don't get how the secular progressive side always ends up supporting the most conservative religious groups. There was a recent one where a progressive city elected a diverse, all-male Muslim majority town administration and was surprised when they declared it fagless and banned pride symbols.
Less than shocked Pikachu.jpg.
Why is there always a Palestine flag in every protest? Like, what's even the connection? Isn't it about internal politics? Doesn't it dilute the cause? It really feels like it's trendy at this point.
It's a trend, all right.
Not sure that destroying business like at Angers or Bordeaux, or taking down French flags to burn them will give them much sympathy.
It's weird to think that people like this really exist and are allowed to vote like normal people.
By waving Palestinian flags, they are actually protesting for the far right in the Middle East. The Palestinian cause is a far-right movement that seeks to establish an extreme right-wing Islamic theocracy. It makes zero sense for anyone on the left to support that far-right movement.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to Speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.